Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All. And today we will be continuing the first case. Amnesia? I can't believe my lawyer's trying to play that game. I mean, defend me. Why didn't you tell me, sir? I'm sorry, I didn't mention it to you. Oh, I know what to do. I heard you can fix something like this with a really strong shock to your system. Come on, lower your head a little. A Maggie kick should be all you need. No. I think I'll pass on this one. Come on, I'm sorry. Whenever I see someone in trouble, I have a hard time leaving them alone. Obviously, I tend to stick my nose where it doesn't belong and try to tackle everyone's problems. Well, my head's one problem you won't be tackling today. We're here to solve your problems first. We can deal with mine later. For now, do you think you can fill me in on a few things? Of course, I'd be honored to. Well, I guess we'll start with my name and then I can tell you about me. No, that's okay, really. I think I know you and your name pretty well by now. I was wondering if you could help me figure out a few things about myself. So my name is Phoenix Wright. What a weird name. This is serious. You don't remember. I'll tell you what, sir. You can have this back and maybe it'll help. This is a business card? I got this from you. It's my most prized possession. You can borrow it for now, but please give it back, okay? There are some numbers written on the back. Oh, that's your cell phone number. Oh, alright. I guess for now we should stop talking about me. Start talking about this case. This case? Yep, can you think of anything that would be helpful for me to know? What can I tell you? Can't think of anything other than the incident with the cell phone, but... Cell phone? Yes, your eyes lit up when we talked about it at the detention center, sir. Hurry up and tell me. This might be very important. Okay, roger. Okay, well, let's see. It was on the day of the crime, just before 6 p.m. I picked up a lost cell phone while on the walk with Dustin. All of a sudden, the phone began to ring. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give you this back. I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. You can call me Maggie. We agreed to meet up at 6 p.m. Dustin and I waited for the person to show up, but they never did. So, where's the phone you found now? I gave it to you yesterday. Huh? To me? Is that the phone in my pocket? You mean this? Do you think it has anything to do with the murder? I don't really know, but if my eyes lit up... Ah! You were here all along! You're so mean! I called you a million times, but you wouldn't pick up. And when I went to check the courtroom, everyone had already left. Oh yeah, it's Maya. Who in the heck is this? Let me guess. I'm supposed to know this girl, too. Hey, good morning, Maggie. And a good morning to you, too, Maya. Yay, Maya! What if I said everything will be fine? That's right. It's Maya to the rescue with the ultra-decisive, super-important evidence. Here you are, Nick, the thing you wanted me to bring. Huh? Oh, thanks. What the heck is this, a list? Has about 20 people's names and phone numbers written on it. It's kind of tough, but I managed to find out some dirt. Looks like these guys are up to no good. No good? As in, they're a group of con artists that the police are currently investigating. I think these guys are members of that group. Oh boy, con artists! Why would a group of con artists pop up in a case like this? Don't look at me. And where do you get this list from in the first place? What? Why are you asking that? You're the one who asked me to look this up yesterday. Oh, is that right? These numbers were in the memory of that phone Maggie found. So that's where they're from. You're awfully forgetful these days, Nick. I hope I never get to be a forgetful prune like you. Maya, actually, Mr. Wright is... Mr. Wright, recess is now over. Please bring the defendant and return to the courtroom immediately. Guess you have to get going. We can talk about you being old later, Nick. Wish us luck. Yay! Guess I have all the pieces now, more or less. All that's left is to put it all together. I'm not going to lose this. I can't. Come on, Nick. Better get a move on. Yeah. Okay. Chicka 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 chicka. Okay. Alright. That's like the entire crowd. It's like. Okay, reconvene. Please call your next witness to the stand, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. But before I do, I must say a few words. What is it, Mr. Payne? It's about the next witness. He has a tendency to say things that rub people the wrong way, you see. So I asked that the court might be a little lenient on... There's no need to give a preface, just hurry up and call your witness, please. Yes, Your Honor. The prosecution calls its next witness, a drifter who was taught to taking a walk in the park on the day of the murder. Please state your name for the court, witness. Before I do, I'd like to clarify a little something. Huh? Oh, alright, go ahead. Just now, you introduced my wonderful self to the court, correct? Perhaps as a drifter who was taking a walk. Did I? But I will not stand for that. Now you've tinted the court's eyes and colored me wrongly. Sure, I suppose oh my... what? What? Yes, I understand. I'm very sorry. I'll be more careful from now on. What is he, a human chatterbox? I have to question him. His hair is, like, ugly. Glasses. Exactly. That's enough. Your name, witness. Oh, is that how you want to play this? Using your power and influence to keep the young people down. I see how you work now. You old people and your dirty tricks. You thought you had me, but you thought wrong. I'm sorry, it won't happen again. I forgive you, alright. I suppose I can tell you my name. I am Richard Wellington, the drifting virtuoso with a PhD in drifting, as it were. But you said you weren't a drifter. If you wanted, you could call me a university student in transit. Mr. Wellington, on the day of the murder, you were strolling through the park, correct? It would appear that you were attached to that word. If you must, then by all means. But I remind you that I am in no way a prepubescent boy out on a walk with mommy. If you must... Oh my god. Anyway, please testify to the court what you saw during your walk through the park. Okay. See, you said it again. Taking a walk. You know... Wow. What you witnessed will do, Mr. Wellington. Finally! I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thought about my life situation. I don't remember the time all that well, but I do believe it was past 6 p.m. All of a sudden, a police officer falls from above, right in front of my eyes! Without a thought, I looked up and met the eyes of a charming young lady. Of course, I remember her sweet face. It was that of the pretty defendant there. The only thing I saw was a banana that fell with the police officer. What the what? Banana? What? Huh? That's all you have to say? How can you be so calm? It's strange. My mind is very calm and clear. Maybe it's because I believe in my clients. Yes. Yes, I believe in my client. Sorry, I keep pausing. I'm also on Skype. You mean Maggie? Yes, and if she really is innocent, then that can only mean one thing. That guy is lying! Out loud. Like, he says that out loud in court, like, privately to someone. He's lying! Ugh. Judge is just like, that's Mr. Wright talking to himself again. What I saw that day. Okay. I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thought about my life situation. I don't get that line. Okay. Police officer falls from above. Thought I looked up and met the eyes of a charming young lady. Of course, I remember the sweet face was that of the pretty defendant there. The only other thing I saw was banana that fell with the police officer. Okay, what? The banana? Well, it was actually more than just one. More like a bunch of bananas. And what would a bunch of bananas be doing there? And why would I know such a thing? I'm only telling you what I saw. It's really strange. Maggie never mentioned anything about a bunch of bananas. That's it, Nick. He's got to be lying about the bananas. He could be, but There's no reason for him to lie about there being bananas at the crime scene. Okay, what if it's not a lie? Well, maybe he thought he was seeing one thing and it was something else. If he mistook something else for a bunch of bananas, then there would be an inaccuracy. Think, Phoenix, think. If my client is innocent, there's no way he could have seen what he says he did. Which means, if we can somehow show he's lying, yeah, that's exactly what we need to do. That's right. Okay. Is everything okay, Nick? No? Okay, deep thought about my life situation, Wright being a hipster, being defendant there. Objection! Mr. Wellington! I'm yelling at you. I believe I have the bananas you saw right here. Ah, so you knew about the bananas too. Why didn't you say so earlier? But don't think you can use this as a way to pull more information out of me. That's where you'd be wrong. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Isn't that the baseball glove? Huh? What? A baseball glove? Doesn't it look delicious? Care for a bite? That's not... No! Your Honor, I think this proves one very important fact. This witness loves bananas! Okay. By the way, just how bad are your eyes? Huh? Why are you asking me about this all of a sudden? Because you're full of shit. Your Honor, it is very simple to mistake a glove for a bunch of bananas. No, it is not. No, I don't think so. Eviction overruled. You're one of those people. Yes, you know what I mean. You're like one of those people. Oh my god. That's why I asked how bad your eyesight is. They're both 20/25. I suppose you're going to tell me that's terrible, right? Why are you not wearing your glasses today, then? That's because I lost them recently, you see. Of course, I was planning on getting a new pair made right away. But you know, my glasses are no ordinary glasses, so to replace them... How about when you witnessed a crime? Were you wearing your glasses then? Nah. How about it, witness? You are an unrelenting evil man. You're like those... Oh my god. Shut up. Which boils down to you not wearing your glasses at the time. Therefore, the identity of the woman at the scene of the crime and that of the defendant cannot be proven to be the same by this witness. But the height difference was only 9 feet. It was very possible for him to see the face of the culprit standing on the upper path. Witness. Please be more accurate in your testimony. Remember, a person's life is at stake. Yes, Your Honor. Now then, please continue with your testimony. Please tell the court what happened next in the moments after you witnessed the crime. Okay. The girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realized it was there. After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. It must have been 6:45 p.m. when I made the call. But... it was 6:28 p.m. when the murder happened, so... they must have a lot of free time on their hands since they showed up within 10 minutes. No, that's bullshit. Haha, it's funny because it's bullshit. No, she's not. You may question the witness now. I will. What happened next? Chicka-pa! Chicka-pa, chicka-pa, chicka-pa. That's not the right button. I was just testing the keyboard real quick to see what buttons I can press. The space bar? What the frig? Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Hey, Mr. Wellington, would you please take a look at this? You mean the victim's autopsy report? Yes, that is what I mean. According to this, the murder occurred at 6:20 p.m. Yeah, you get it. So what of it? You said that you called the police immediately after the murder took place. However, by this time, you called the police. It was 6:45 p.m. There's clearly a 15-minute gap here. Do you deny it? I think the court would like to hear what you were doing during this 15 minutes. Yes. The witness was in shock at the time after witnessing a terrible murder. It's only to be expected that he would be a little dazed. 15 minutes is hardly what I would call a little dazed. Mr. Wellington? Yes? Explain yourself. What were you doing during those 15 minutes? Answer the question. Spit it out. I was searching for a phone booth. A phone booth? You mean you don't have a cell phone? You and your questions, as if you're trying to open all the layers of the oh my god. Stop talking. Witness. I lost my cell phone. There, are you happy? You lost it? Unbelievable. You lose your glasses and your cell phone. You must be a very scatterbrained when it comes to your belongings. What are you saying, that first-rate people are never allowed to lose things? Haven't you ever heard of all oh my god. Shut up! Shut up! Enough! Oh man, oh man. Wait, hold on a second. He lost his cell phone? Nick, that cell phone, could it be? You mean this phone Maggie found? There's no way. Boy, I didn't see this coming. What should I do now? Mr. Wellington, where's your cell phone right now? What are you getting at, all excited about? You seem to be a little confused. I found my phone, I'll have you know. See, here it is. Oh, I see. Looks like he's got his phone. And I thought that just maybe this was his. I think we've cleared this issue up. At the time of the murder, their witness did not have a phone because he's lost it. Therefore, the delay in his call was caused by a search for a phone booth. Well, that's a guess of it. I guess you could pull it. Do you have any further questions, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, the witness's testimony does not make sense. I do not believe that there was even a need for a witness to search for the phone booth. How dare you? You can't just make outrageous claims like that. You do have some sort of proof, don't you? Well, yeah, of course. This evidence should be good enough, I think. Alright, let's have proof then. Please present proof that the witness had no need to search for a public phone booth. Okay. I will. Okay, not this photo, but this one. It's quite simple, actually. Please take a look at this. At the crime scene photo? Is there a problem with it? Oh, there's nothing wrong with the picture. But if you don't understand my logic after looking at it, something is wrong with you. No. It's a phone booth. That is correct. All the defendant had to do was walk 3 steps. Not 2! Mr. Wellington, why did you not use the phone that was right in front of you? No! Order, order. What does reporting the crime a little late prove for you? The witness can't explain what he was doing for those 15 minutes. There's reason enough to throw suspicion on his testimony. Yes, this is very true. What do you have to say for yourself, witness? Then I bet his phone really is his, Nick. He must have killed Dustin to get his phone back. But Maggie said that she was going to return it to him. So there was no reason for him to kill for it. And on top of that, we still have the phone she found anyway. But if he wasn't looking for his cell phone, was he looking for something else? Was he? Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? Do you have any thoughts you would like to share with the court? Can you offer an explanation as to why the witness was doing what the witness was doing during those 15 minutes? Yes, I have an idea. There was only one possible explanation. Alright, let's hear your explanation. However, be forewarned that if your explanation is not persuasive, you will be penalized. Think carefully before you present, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I probably shouldn't have said there was only one possibility. Please present to the court the one piece of evidence that will answer the following. Why didn't the witness call the police right away? I think it's this. Perhaps this is the evidence you need to be convinced. Perhaps. Ha ha ha! That was just an idea I thought I'd throw out. I suggested that perhaps you should find a better piece of evidence. Yes, of course, Your Honor. Ah, come on. Okay. Well, shit. I don't know. Maybe this? Aha! Mr. Wellington. What? Don't do that. You almost made me have a heart attack. These are your glasses, aren't they? Ah, where did you find the... Ah! I believe the court all heard what you just confessed to. These glasses are in fact yours. I'll tell you where they were found, Mr. Wellington. These glasses were found under the victim's body. Under the victim's body? Yes! 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 Okay. Order, order. Now, wait a second. Hold on. I don't confess or confirm anything. Yes, you do. Your Honor, I think the answer is quite clear here. As he fell, Dustin Prince grabbed the culprit's glasses. The culprit knew that he had to find his glasses and searched frantically for them. What he didn't realize, they were under the victim's body. And that is why it took him 15 minutes to make that call. Mr. Wright, are you indicating the witness as the real murderer? Of course. This is precisely what I'm doing. Oh, wow. I know I'm right. He is the real murderer. Did you figure it out, Nick? More or less. Turns out the cell phone was the key to this whole case after all. Anyway, now is our chance to deep six this guy. Oh, that sounds kinky. I'll sink him in one shot. Yeah. This is so exciting watching you work again. Somehow, my old self is coming back to me. It's time to sink or swim. Everything rests on the edge of a knife. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Order, order. Your Honor, the defense is making a mockery of this court. Somehow. Yeah, that's right. I'm no criminal. This is third-rate fraud of a lawyer. In that case, why don't we look at it from a different perspective? Let's hear your explanation as to why you're not the murderer. Why, that's easy. For example, there's the name of the victim wrote. How about that? Oh, you mean the name Maggie? Yeah, even an idiot like you can read that, right? But we already know this was not written by the victim himself. After all, the defendant's name is Maggie, and the victim was left-handed. So basically, you're saying that in order to make the defendant look guilty, the real criminal used the victim's right hand to write her name on the ground. But, wouldn't that mean the real criminal was someone the defendant knew? Otherwise, how would you know that her name was Maggie, or Maggie? That is a good point. The witness didn't even know of Miss Bird before this trial. I forgot. Is there any way this creep could have known Maggie's name beforehand? It would be best if I could prove that the witness had a chance to learn that the defendant's name was Maggie. Now, will the defense please present its case? How could the witness have known the defendant's name? Mr. Wellington, you didn't have your cell phone with you on the day of the murder, correct? So what if I didn't? When you realized you had lost it, what did you do? What did I do? Didn't you try to find it by calling it? Why, how did you... Your Honor, these questions have nothing to do with... Overruled. Mr. Wright, where are you going with this line of questioning? Do you think there is some relation between this witness's cell phone and the murder? I do, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, Maggie Bird picked up a lost phone in the park. And she also received a phone call from the owner of the phone. Beep. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. You can call me Maggie. That was when you learned her name was Maggie. Nah. But you made one fatal mistake. Fatal mistake? My client's name is Maggie, but the name that was written on the ground was Maggie. They are the same name! This is a mistake that can only occur if you knew how her name sounded. Eek. Order. But, Your Honor, the witness has no motive. And your point is? It's very simple, Your Honor. A person usually would not kill someone without a reason. Mr. Wellington had no reason to kill anyone. That is absolutely correct. I don't have a motive. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? Can you explain what motive the witness could have had? It's very simple, Your Honor. Are you sure, Nick? If I said I can't offer an explanation, then the trial's over, right? Yeah, but... Chapa! Now then, please present to the court proof that the witness had a motive. Mr. Wellington's motive is right here. What is this? A list? These phone numbers were pulled from the memory of the phone the defendant found. And we have determined that the people on this list are members of a certain group. You looked up all those numbers? Of course. This list is the phone numbers were stored in the cell phone's memory. The names and numbers belong to people who are members of a certain con artist group. What? Con artists? Can you explain why these numbers were on your phone, Mr. Wellington? No, he can't. Invasion of privacy. Looking up the phone numbers on a person's phone is a worse crime than murder. No, it's not. Shut up! I don't care, Mr. Wellington. Thank you. All I want for you is to tell us what this list is about. Do you think any of you know what it's like to be a fine man like me? No, it's not. Yes, objection overruled. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Why would the witness have numbers of a group of con artists on his phone? Isn't that obvious? The witness is... Well, Mr. Wellington is a member of this very group. No! All your friends' phone numbers are stored right here on this phone. If anyone were to look into these phone numbers, it would be all over for you. That is why you had to kill. No, this is too much. Huh. That does make quite a bit of sense. Well, Mr. Wellington, would you care to explain? I got you now. That police officer. Your Honor. What is it, Mr. Payne? Your Honor, this is unjust badgering of the witness. You said the exact same thing only a few seconds ago. Please, let's think about the content of that phone call. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. The defendant had already promised she would return the phone. After that, all Mr. Wellington had to do was meet Miss Bird to get his phone back. Why then would he need to kill anyone? That is a valid point. What does the defense think about this point? If you think about it logically, then it makes sense. That maybe we should be thinking outside the box. Yeah, we think like that. Let's see. Maybe that slime ball saw something at the crime scene that made him commit murder. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright. Well, I don't think Mr. Wellington went to pick up his phone in a very friendly manner. But he was promised his phone, so why would he have been unfriendly to the defendant? I think he must have seen something that didn't agree with him when he got there. Well, Mr. Wright, what was this something that he didn't agree with the witness? I think what Mr. Wellington saw was the victim. The victim? You mean Dustin Prince? Dustin Prince had gone on his date right after his shift was over. With no time to change, he went to the park still wearing his police uniform. Oh. The girl that picked up the phone is with the policeman. He couldn't have known that they were going out, so he began to worry. He was afraid the policeman would ask a few questions before returning the phone. If I do anything suspicious, he might run a check on my phone. In his mind, it was possible they had already run a check on the phone. And he went into panic, is what you're saying. Exactly. Officer Prince was murdered simply because he was in uniform. Mr. Payne, do you have any comments? I'm thinking... Yes, it has. Mr. Wellington is guilty. What? Oh my god. Uh-huh. Oh-ho! No, you didn't. No, it's not. There is something you overlooked. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wellington must have left some prints on his phone. Oh boy. Shut up! What? Hey. Aha ha ha. Uh-huh. Yes. Why not, like, I don't get the expression scot-free. Like, why isn't it Steve-free? Or maybe Bob-free? I don't get it. No, I didn't! that ultra fancy restaurant at the upper side of town, whatever. Please wait, Your Honor. I think I may be able to prove it. Prove it? Prove what, Mr. Wright? Everything. Your Honor, the cross-examination is already ended. If he questions the witness with any more of his badgering, you will not harass the witness. Is that clear, Mr. Wright? Okay. Did you hear that? No harassment allowed, Mr. Attorney. Please, Your Honor. Very well. But this is your last chance, Mr. Wright. Out of several last chances you will have throughout this entire day. You may present one piece of evidence to this court. I only get one shot at this. If you cannot prove everything, it's over for your client and for you. Do you fully understand? Yes, Your Honor. I'm sure you are well aware, Your Honor, but the cross-examination period has ended. Were you paying attention, Mr. Payne? I said that Mr. Wright could present only one more piece of evidence. Oh. Now then, Mr. Wright, this is your last chance. It all comes down to this. Go time! Please present the one piece of evidence that will explain everything! Why, thank you. How nice. Here, please have one of mine. Judge's business card. I want to see the judge's business card. Real quick. I want to look at the judge's business card. There's something very important about that card, and that is... This card is very important because of what is on the back. You wrote your cell phone number on the back, but that's exactly it. Can you please call this number from your cell phone? Huh? Right now? But court is still in session. It's okay, you'll see. Okay, if you say so. Is the defense preparing something, Mr. Wright? We're going to call my cell phone now. And then the court will see everything for what it is. Of all the idiotic, stupid things to... Ah! What is my phone, and what is this stupid sounding ringtone? Mr. Wellington. How strange. I could almost swear that you're holding my phone. No, it can't. By the way, before I forget, thank you very much for the lump on my head this morning. I don't think I need to explain any further, except to say, when you went to retrieve your cell phone, you mistakenly took the wrong one. So, that is what happened. You were knocked out by Mr. Wellington. He is a man who lives on his pride and self-image alone. And in order to hide his involvement with the con artist group, he has become paranoid, has lost all ability to make rational judgments. Then Mr. Wright, the phone you're holding. It's Mr. Wellington's, naturally. Speaking of that man, how is he, Mr. Payne? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Now then, this court finds the defendant Maggie Bird. Yay! Longest first case ever! That is all. The court is adjourned. Chicka chicka chick 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 chicka chick. Wow wow wow. I knew the real you would shine through eventually. I'm so moved by what you've done for me, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I feel really bad for Dustin. He didn't do anything to deserve this. It's probably because of me. Huh? My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. Your whole life? It couldn't have been that bad, could it? Since I was 6 months old when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building, I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, failed at almost every test I've ever taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster. Never won or even tied at a game of tic-tac-toe. My life has really been nothing but a string of disasters. That is, pretty bad. Up until I went to college, I was known as the Goddess of Misfortune. And then at the academy, everyone called me Lady Luckless. Lady Luckless. What's worse is that my misfortune always seemed to latch onto those around me. What do you mean? When I see someone in trouble, I always try to help. That's right. You were talking about this earlier. It happened again recently, too, sir. There was an old lady pacing back and forth by the pedestrian crosswalk. I gave her my hand, and before I knew it, we were having dinner at my house. Oh. I'm sure that Dustin's gone because of me. That's not true. That glove didn't even have any source of special meaning. It was just a present to say thanks for covering one of my night shifts. Oh, I see. Everything's all my fault, Dustin's death. Your head being all messed up. I don't think my head is all that messed up yet. I'm going to find a new life for myself, starting now. The next time we meet, I'm sure I'll have found a whole ocean's worth of good luck by then, sir. Continuity won't allow for it, though. I'm gonna do it. You can do it on your own. Okay. You take care of yourselves, too. I will. What a horrible day. Got my memory back, but things are still a little fuzzy. But you're okay, and that's what counts. You really had me worried. Come on, let's go back to the office. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but, who are you? What? I thought you said you got your memory back. That moment, everything really did come back to me. Detective Gumshoe. He's someone I've had clashes with in the past during certain cases, but he's also been a good ally during others. The judge. He's a lovable, kind old man who is easily swayed by other people's opinions, but in the end, he always comes up with the right verdict. This person, I haven't got a clue. He seems to know me, but maybe he's mistaking me for someone else. And this girl. Maya? You finally remembered. This is Maya Fey, my assistant. That's right. I have so many unforgettable memories about her. For example, Earth to Nick, what's wrong? You keep staring at me. Don't tell me you've missed me. Well, yeah, I suppose I have. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. Oh? Well, I'm back now, so it's time for us to create new memories together. Yay! Alright, sounds good. All phone numbers on my phone were erased by Mr. Wellington. I guess I have to start over from the very beginning. Come on, Nick, let's go to our usual burger joint. Okay. Actually, it hasn't even been 2 months since she came back into my life. And that story began one rainy afternoon 2 months ago. Well, Lost Turnabout is over. And a brand new episode has been added. See you next time on Phoenix Wright's Ace Attorney, Justice for All.